Alright, so last episode we made a massive sign of bringing in Eder Militao in from Real Madrid to be our new centre-back, and also bringing in CARABAO to be back to Semenyo in the left mid role. We then took on Tottenham in a game here in which we had some fortune that favoured us at the start with the ball falling straight back to us after the save from Vicario. I believe it was in goal for this game. As you can see, we scored a great goal in the second half with Matej Cunha to make it 2-0, and at this point Spurs just collapsed in this game. 3-0 was then the next goal, and you can see that to get us a win. And we took on Real Madrid in a game that you'll see by the highlights here. We were by far the better team. We hit the post early on. As you can see, just before the half-time break, we got the ball into the box from Mbumo to find Cunha, who was denied by Thibaut Courtois, making a great save there. Then a ball by Lamens was absolutely incredible. That ball from him to find Osimhen, who then hit it kind of straight at Courtois instead of into the far corner, unfortunately for us. And Madrid would make us pay because Rodrigo off the bench would score the goal to win in the game. And the game that we dominated and were a better team and we somehow lost to Real Madrid. But it is where it is. That only fired us up to take on Arsenal in the Premier League away from home, where some fortune favoured us again there. A save from Raya, fell to Matej Cunha. Arsenal would get a goal back, but fortunately for us it was offside as Thuram celebrated there, but realised it was offside. We made it 2-0 with Matej Cunha there scoring again. I believe it was Matej Cunha. Then after that we then took on Man City, in which Osimhen hit the post, but then we put the shot wide. And it looked like it was going to be a similar game to the Real Madrid one, but we finally got a goal in this game, which we'll see pretty soon as we have some chances. As Haaland here plays it through to Rodri, who scored a goal that was offside, thankfully for us. But we then got a goal right at the end, well, towards the end of the game here, with Mbumo, who scored to make it 1-0 and pick us up the win. Let's get into today's episode. And to kick off today's episode, it's going to be our third Manchester derby of the season already. We don't even reached January just yet, but this one's in the Carabao Cup. So we beat them in the Community Shield final, we beat them in the Premier League, and now we're going to look to beat them in the Carabao Cup quarter-final here. Let's get into this one and hopefully see ourselves go through to the semi-final of the Carabao Cup after this game here. So this season's our first actual proper opportunity to try and win the Carabao Cup as Rodri's plays through and Lamens makes a save. Osimhen. Ball over the top. Osimhen can hit it on the volley, but Donnarumma can parry it away. Semenyo out his feet, hits it, and Donnarumma makes another good save there. Doku there. Ball into the box. Had a goal by Rodri, who's for some reason in the striker role, it seems like. But the captain heads it wide. I mean, Rodri tends to be the most attacking player in a Man City team when you play against him for some reason, even though he's a CDM. For some reason, he's always playing like a cam/striker role when you play against them. Osimhen. Cunha plays it back to Osimhen here. Can we make it 1-0? And Osimhen makes it 1-0. The goal has been coming for us in 50 minutes of football. We have been a better team. We have two chances before this one that Donnarumma saved. That volley from Osimhen at the start. Then a long shot from Semenyo that Donnarumma saved. But this time, the Italian can't deny Osimhen here from making it 1-0. Played through by Cunha. Good move from him. Strikes it into the far corner. No saving that for Donnarumma. And it's 1-0 here to us. Wish us to see. Man City have barely had any opportunities to get forward as we get the opportunity with Bruno Fernandes to hit it from range and create some room for himself. He hits it, and Bruno Fernandes denied by Donnarumma. Oh, here comes City in the attack across, blocked into the box, and then back to Reinders over to Doku inside the box looking for Haaland. Militao hits it away though. So we go again. Gallagher. Hit Eddie Anderson. It does have room to hit one from range. Eddie Anderson. Power shot from him. Donnarumma puts it out for a corner. Bruno Fernandes. Shot here to Gallagher. Back here to Bruno. Inside. To find Matej Cunha, who should score. And Matej Cunha does so. I don't understand why Man City gave him so much space there. A player Matej Cunha's quality should never have that much space in a box to shoot. He's found a top corner with a fantastic finisher to make it 2-0. That's a goal and an assist for him in this game as we get to watch the centre circle. But he made a great run, to be fair. Was in the edge of the box. He drifted into the centre. Was just inside the box and then wrapped it into the far corner. Great finisher from him to put us 2 goals up in this game. City again, Foden. I think it's Mickey van der Ven blocked though, falls back to him. And he turns inside. Foden still going, finds Haaland. Militao there. We can't get it away. The shot is thankfully wide of the post. Now Doku. He's drifting inside us some more. Doku shoots and Doku's at the crossbar. City are starting to wake up in this game. Shot taken, and that's a team effort from Haaland, and Lamens makes a fairly comfortable save there. Lovely move from him. Ball forward into Osimhen as well. Across. That was meant to go to Cunha, but comes to Bruno Fernandes. You can find Eddie Anderson, who hits it. Javodio force it, and Mbumo. Donnarumma makes a save. Osimhen trying to drift into the box and it's done so. Osimhen, he could hit back. Shot near post, so there remains to save. And my last moment and a half. Well, last moment of the game, sorry. Technically last moment and a half as well. It's the end of the second half. So we're going to witness one in again. Eddie Anderson takes it down, hits it, blocked though. And that should be the end of the game. It's a 2-0 victory at Old Trafford against C. And we're through to the next round of the CARABAO Cup. I don't think there is a second leg. So I think we should be through to the semi-final. And a well-deserved victory in this game. City, to be fair, in the second half, did play better. They had a few opportunities that they couldn't score. Doku hitting a post, the men's making a good save or two. And overall, a great win for us to advance further into the Carabao Cup. Alright, so after we beat Man City, they decided to seem a very far distance ahead in the series. That's because, as you can see by the run of fixtures we had a very easy fixture. We did lose to Man City in a sim game, but as you see by the league table in the second, we're very comfortable in the position we're at. We're going to play this game up against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup final. That is the next one we're going to play. And after that, we have Ajax in the Champions League. But before that, we have Liverpool in the FA Cup. And Ajax I'm going to sim against as well, because obviously Ajax are the team that are the highest rated in the game. And we should be able to easily beat them with the team we do have. But as I was saying, as you'll see by the Premier League table, as you saw by the results, we pretty much went unbeaten for quite a while. We're at top of the table on 83 points, and Man City are second place on 67 points. And we've already conceded 18 goals this season and scored 71. We lost one game, which is up one against Man City in a sim. And right now, we're pretty much guaranteed the title. With 8 games left in the season, we are literally guaranteed the title pretty much if we don't lose every single game. Basically, that's what needs to happen for us to not win it. And Man City need to win every single game. But we're looking very, very good. So let's get into this game against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup final and hopefully beat them here to win the Carabao Cup. Because obviously last season, Man United were looked at by Grimsby early on. But this season, we've gone all the way to the final. And hopefully, let's defeat Arsenal here to win it. Right, so Gyökeres up front, Marcus Thuram up front with him. See Odegaard in midfield. Saka still in the team. I believe they've signed Bradley Barcola if that's not another save. But here's Osimhen. Early on in this game, Osimhen has a great finish. 4 minutes in. We take the lead in the FA Cup final, the Carabao Cup final at Wembley. That's a fantastic start for us. A great finish there from Osimhen. On the volley, right foot, side netting, fantastic finish there from him to give us a lead. Literally 4 minutes into the game. A very, very quick start for us, which you'd love to see. A corner for us, that would have been 2-0 if that cross actually went into the box, did he feel like. And Arnie Slot is the manager of Arsenal in the save. And Osimhen on the bicycle kick. Wide of the post. Couldn't really get through the way I wanted to do that. That's Gyökeres. Forward into Marcus Thuram, who was offside though. Couldn't get through to Mbeumo, great play. Mbeumo could have doubled the lead here. Mbeumo shoots and Mbeumo's denied, but it forced to Antoine Semenyo, who's denied by David Raya just in time there. Good defending there from Militao against Thuram. Antoine Semenyo. Give and go with Osimhen. Great move. And Semenyo makes it 2. 20 minutes after our first goal, we get a second. And Osimhen gets the assist this time, and Semenyo gets the goal. It's a great give and go there between them two. Great play to beat Araujo at the back, who stepped forward and allowed Semenyo in behind. And he finds more than the finish at the near post there to make it 2-0. And well, like I said, usually sometimes Arsenal are a very easy team to beat. For whatever reason, they can be incredibly easy. And right now, they are looking like that version of Arsenal. Or it's just that we're too good. That's another reason. Into Thuram. Back up wider to Eze, who hits it first time in the men's. Makes a save. That was the wrong option for him. I get why he did hit that, but he had a pass inside to Gyökeres or Thuram. That would have been good for them. But Bruno, through here to Victor Osimhen. Being tracked down by Araujo, and he does well to defend him. Some water to Zubimendi, ball over the top. The play switch to me in here. Gyökeres. It's a goal for Arsenal. Our defence just, I don't know what happened to it. It was such a weird setup we had then. You just saw everyone just kind of like, Militao was further back, Van der Ven was nowhere. We're not going to get to see it due to this glitch in the game where it shows the centre circle and replays, but I was trying to select Eddie Militao that whole time, and by the time I selected him, I couldn't really do anything with him. And Arsenal scores to make it 2-1 right before the half-time break. There we go, Eze. Good block there by Militao. And why did the take 10 years to pass? No, it's... I don't even want to complain. Konya. And Bumo. Enquiries, I'm not liking this. Thuram. There's Anderson. Beats Araujo, great play from Semenyo. Could he get it across? Yes, he can. To find Matej Konya, it's falls after the save, but we couldn't get the shot away, and that's going to be offside against Mbumo. Konya hit on Mbumo. Despite playing against Zinchenko, he's had a very quiet game. Mbumo. There's Matej Konya. He hits it, and Raya makes the save. Bruno. Osimhen. Opportunity, and Raya somehow saved that. Konya sends through Osimhen. Osimhen being trapped down here by Araujo. Osimhen's done incredible to get inside. Osimhen shoots, and Osimhen finally scores our third goal in the game. It's frustrating that it's literally straight into the first half of extra time and not in the 90 minutes of football we just played, but we finally get back ahead in this game. Gallagher steals it. There we go. Let's just win this in extra time and not make it go to penalties. Osimhen through again. And Osimhen scores again. We'll celebrate this one and we'll watch it. It's 4-2. I hate when this happens, man. When in 90 minutes of football you end up going to extra time and again you should have won. Then instantly in extra time you score like 2 quick goals. But you couldn't do that in like 90 minutes of football, you know what I mean, to win the game. As also in this extra time period, just like dissembled their defence. Have just not had any defence. But in the whole 90 minutes of football they were defending like with 8 players. Like, but two quick fire goals for us for Osimhen. I believe gets him a hat-trick in this game. And the question is, are Arsenal going to score 2 goals in this second period of extra time? Hopefully not. They come on the attack. Ball in. Gyökeres, Lamens, comfortable save. What again should be done here? We will take out Trossard there with a crunching challenge, but one minute added on Bradley Barcola. As Arsenal, there we go. 4-2 victory in the Carabao Cup final. And we lift our second domestic trophy of the series. We won the FA Cup last season. We did win the Carabao Cup this season. We're looking to do the quadruple this season. Well, let's cut to the trophy lift. And we'll see Bruno Fernandes with the second trophy as captain of Man United. And we'll hit with the trophy lift. Bruno Fernandes gets the second trophy as captain in this series. Obviously won the FA Cup last season, like I mentioned. The Carabao Cup this season. We're looking likely to win the Premier League this season as well. And the FA Cup is up as well as the Champions League. As Bruno Fernandes, now 89 rated, lifts the Carabao Cup. With a great victory over Arsenal. It was frustrating that it had to go to extra time, but thankfully we didn't go to penalties. And we managed to win it in the extra time period very, very quickly. But we should have won this game in 90 minutes, but we get the victory in the end, that's what that matters. Let's move on to our next game, which will be Liverpool, I believe, in the FA Cup. And as mentioned, our next game is against Liverpool at Anfield in the FA Cup quarter-finals. So we did win the FA Cup last season. We just won the Carabao Cup, so we're hoping to do the same again this season and win both domestic trophies as well as the Premier League title as well as the Champions League as well. Let's get into this one at Anfield and hopefully defeat them here. I believe Mikel Arteta is not the Arsenal of manager of Liverpool in this series. There's only slightly the manager of Arsenal, as you saw. Let's get into this one and hopefully defeat a Liverpool team that are obviously in real life not that good, but in FC are still a pretty good team. And what they did get kind of lucky to beat Inter, they won it on a penalty and we've won no victory over them. Let's get into this one and hopefully we can beat Liverpool here. Quarterfinals, we are the champions of the FA Cup. I wanted to play this game and try and get us through to the semi-finals as Cunha spins inside of Cunha. It's over on the Bordeaux after the turn inside. Here's Antoine Semenyo, hits it, Semenyo. Now by Mamadashvili. Ball into the box, and Szoboszlai's header denied by Lamens. So our defence was not aware to that one. No one paid attention to Szoboszlai in the centre. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Ball forward into Bryan Mbeumo. Could he score? And Mbeumo does score on the half an hour mark in this game. Bryan Mbeumo scores for us here to make it 1-0. In the FA Cup quarterfinals, like I said, we are the champions of this competition. We're looking to win it for a second season in a row. As we have won the Carabao Cup, we're looking to win the quadruple, as I keep saying, and prove that Man United are back. And we have saved Ruben Amorim, and we've taken Man United back to the top here. so far in the series, we're looking pretty good. I think the Champions League is one competition we are not looking likely to win. As the Premier League, we're pretty much guaranteed champions, 8 games left to go. The FA Cup, we're one of the best teams left if we beat Liverpool. In the Champions League, we've been given a favourable draw against Ajax in the quarterfinals, or the semi-finals, I'm not too sure which one it is. I think it might be the semis. Or it might be the quarters, I'm not too sure. One of the two. Yeah, it will be the quarterfinals. We've been given a favourable draw against them. We should win it. And then after that, it's up against the harder teams out. Szoboszlai. Here's Salah into Alexander Isak. And Isak shoots, and his shot goes wide of the post there. And that pass was meant for Mbeumo, by the way. If they scored at the end of this. Oh, he's at the crossbar, thank you. Oh my god, they actually almost scored at the end of that. Okay, our players can't kick the ball out, can't pass the ball to save their life. This happens every game. You have a period where like the AI has intercepted everything, the ball falls straight back to them all the time, and they end up scoring at the end of it. The second that pass from Eddie Anderson was aimed at Mbeumo, and it went just straight into the Liverpool player, dead ahead of him. I know he's going to concede. You probably have seen that whole clip from start to finish. And it's 1-1, and it shouldn't be. Because we defended. Oh, it's just before half-time break, that's why. Oh, no. No. This ain't happening. Alexander Isak. Militao, of course it falls back to him, never go to court. We can't get the ball out in half, there we go. Get short to Conor Gallagher, draw in the player, get it to Bruno. Can drill it into Osimhen. Can work the angle, trying to beat Konate, can get the shot away on the turn. It's blocked though and cleared by Liverpool. Menyo almost overran it, but finds Cunha. Can get it back to Osimhen to find Cunha again. And Cunha finesse from him. Mamelis really makes a save, and it's going to be kept in play by us. I didn't want that to happen. I was holding R1 the whole time, little let it go out, but I guess not. Zverts. Gakpo, there's Lacroix, but it's going to fall straight back to him, but win it back there with Bruno. Cunha. Brian Mbeumo, finesse shot from him, that's a great finish. On the hour mark, we scored in a half an hour mark, we get a second goal 30 minutes later. And it's Mbeumo again. He scores a brace for himself in this game. He's been a kind of hot and cold player for us in this series. He's been a great player all around. Like, he's been fantastic in that right mid role. And throughout this whole series, he's been a player that's, you know, had great performances and drops off a bit. Great performances at the end and drops off a bit. But he's been consistently good. He's had great performances every now and again, but he's never had a bad performance, really. So he's still again, Osimhen. Through to Semenyo, can we make it 3-1? It's a massive for Semenyo. Conor Gallagher finesse, and Gallagher scores. 2 quick fire goals. 2 very, very similar finishes from very, very similar positions. And Conor Gallagher here makes it 3-1, puts us 2 goals to the good. And that's what Conor Gallagher should be able to do in this game. He's got that ability IRL. We've seen it for his whole career from Chelsea, Crystal Palace, and even Atletico Madrid, I do believe. And he scores here to make it 3-1. He's not scored. I don't think we've scored with him in this series, but he's been a great player. And we're now with a 3-1 lead, 2-1 lead in this game, and a 3-1 scoreline favours us massively. And the scoreline now does actually reflect the game. To find Mohamed Salah again. He's done well to cut it back, but there's Militao intercepting it. João Gomez off the bench. And send through Benjamin Seschko, but somehow Frimpong gets the ball there. Not sure how he even intercepted that, because the pass didn't look like it was going to go his way. Szoboszlai over the top. Isak is onside, he shoots, and Lemens makes a save, puts it onto the bar. And Salah denied it by Lemens. A good double save there for Lemens to deny them. As now Salah heads off, Harvey Elliott now comes on. A player that's not really had any game time at Aston Villa on loan. And Konate hit the post, and it's forced to Isak. It's a frustrating goal to concede off the post and forced straight to Alexander Isak. I say back in the game, they're going to get into the game. Militao good defending. Right at the end of the game here. Seschko feeds through Karo Matoma. And Matoma lifts it up, and there's a goal for Amad Diallo. It's 4-2 here, a 6-goal thriller. It's not really been a thriller, to be fair. We've been a much dominant team in this game, and we finally get the goal. We'll finally get the goals to finally put this game to bed. As I did have a bad feeling that Liverpool would have levelled this up and sent it through to extra time or penalties, whatever it is, in the FA Cup quarter-finals. But Matoma here, this was actually a shot, by the way, but it ended up working out as a pass there to Amad Diallo, because that shot was not going to go in. And it was a perfect pass from Amad Diallo to head into the back of the net. We win this game 4-2. And again, that was frustrating at points, but we have been a better team in this game. We deserved the victory. And we're through to the semi-finals of the FA Cup. And to beat Liverpool here, away from home at Anfield. And as you'll see by the stats of the game, we were by far the better team. It was fairly close in the end stats-wise, but performance-wise, we were the better team. It's undeniable. And well, that's going to call it for the end of today's episode. Our next episode will be a big one, most likely the series finale, as we take on Arsenal here in the FA Cup semi-finals. You can see the next one. Well, the other one is Man City v Chelsea, and also in the Champions League. It's going to be back-to-back games against Arsenal, because in the semi-finals of this competition we face them, and Man City face Galatasaray. Well, someone made it all the way here without Osimhen. Well, they've got a pretty good team with some players like Leroy Sané and some high-rated players in their team. But you can see we're most likely going to be facing Man City in the finals. It could be a Manchester derby in the final of the Champions League, which would be massive for us to win it against them if we do beat Arsenal. But we are literally going to face them back-to-back in the FA Cup and then the Champions League. And then apparently, by the way, we are guaranteed champions. You can see 92 points on us, 21 goals conceded, 80 goals scored, only 1 loss, 30 wins and 2 draws. Incredible season from us. So in our next home game in the Prem, we will get the trophy list, which I think it might be the Sunderland game. But have a look at the calendar real quickly. As you can see, we literally do have Arsenal and then Arsenal. And as you can see, it's actually it's not Sunderland. It's going to be Southampton in the home game that we are going to get the trophy list in. Or it might be the final home game, I'm not too sure. And we're going to play that one and get the trophy list, hopefully beat Arsenal in these 2 games here, and hopefully sim the third one against them in the FA Cup, in the Champions League, and reach the final of the Champions League to face most likely Man City, like I mentioned. And like I said, that's going to call it for this one. We'll quickly have a look at the stats of the players, show you how they're performing this season, as we're having some great performance in the team, as you can tell by the episode. We have a quick look here. Osimhen with 28 goals and 6 assists. Mateusz Cunha 24 and 17. Incredible from him. Semenyo 11 and 6. And Bumo 10 and 2. And also Bruno Fernandes 10 and 9. Madiola doing pretty well in the second team. Xerxes and Seshko doing decent as well. Matoma 5 and 9 from him. And we're looking pretty good. We're looking at a team that can go all the way and win everything this season. And maybe the Ballon d'Or at the end of it as well could be won by either, Cunha or Osimhen. Most likely it will be Osimhen due to being high rated. But that's going to call it for this one. Like I mentioned, drop a like and subscribe if you want to enjoy the episode. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.